the epic stuff? We kind of got away now. At the beginning of the end. And how it all started.
This is 90s Story.
Mindbenders. And spine tinglers. It's in our blood. What's the crazy? Spectacular.
That's what people keep telling me.
And the truly stellar. Alright, we're AMC Plus. And we've got only the good stuff.
We let Japan come in and dump everything right into our markets and everything. It's not free trade. If you ever go to Japan right now and try to sell something, forget about it, Oprah. Just forget about it. It's almost impossible. They don't have laws against it. They just make it impossible. They come over here, they sell their cars, their VCRs, they knock the hell out of our companies. And hey, I have tremendous respect for the Japanese people. I mean, you can respect somebody that's beating the hell out of you, but they are beating the hell out of this country. Kuwait, they live like kings. The poorest person in Kuwait, they live like kings. And yet they're not paying. We make it possible for them to sell their oil. Why aren't they paying us 25% of what they're making? It's a joke.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me. And I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not. But I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No. But, I just probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings, and we're not.
What do you think of this year's presidential race, the way it's shaping up?
Well, it's going to be very interesting. I think that probably George Bush has an advantage in terms of the election. I think that probably people would say that he's got like that little edge in terms of the incumbency, et cetera, et cetera. But I think Jesse Jackson's done himself very proud. I think Michael Dukakis has done one hell of a job. And George Bush has done a hell of a job. They all went in there sort of as semi-underdogs, including George Bush, and they've all come out. I think people that are around all three of those candidates can be very proud of the jobs they've done.
You've said, though, that if you did run for president, you believe you'd win.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd win. I tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone in to lose in my life. And if I did decide to do it, I think I'd be inclined. I would say that I would have a hell of a chance of winning, because I think people, I don't know how your audience feels, but I think people are tired of seeing the United States ripped off. And I can't promise you everything, but I can tell you one thing. This country would make one hell of a lot of money from those people that for 25 years have taken advantage. It wouldn't be the way it's been.
It's no secret to those that know me that
Scooch, Strop Top, Wizard. Yeah, trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Ay, you get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, can the car came with a blunt in it. Lil' mama a thot, and she got ass. Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. I know that you like it. Versace, my neck and my wrist is so sloppy. Versace, I love it. Versace, the top of my Audi. My plug is John Gotti. He give me the dust and I know that they mighty. Whoa. I mean, I just love the Versace store. Versace, whoa, Versace, Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. I know that you like it. Versace, my neck and my wrist so sloppy. Versace, I love it. Versace, the top of my Audi. My plug is John Gotti. He give me the dust and I know that they mighty. Shoes, shirt, Versace. Yo, bitch want in on my pockets. She asked me why my drawers silk. I told that bitch Versace. What else? Cheetah print on my sleeve. What else? But I ain't never been in the jungle. Nah. Try to take my set, better run with nigga, don't fumble. Versace. You can do chewing, I do it. Versace. I do got the Honda, you do it. The Mazda, I just want the mid, you do it. Excited, I just set the trend.
Shortly after that, we'll be showing our feature film. Your flight attendants are Susan and Lance, and I'm Vicky. We're here to make your trip as comfortable as possible. Thank you and have a safe and enjoyable flight.
Excuse me, how long is the flight?
We land in Val Verde in exactly 11 hours.
Thank you. And do me a favor. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
I surrender.
This is a story of one of America's great unsung heroes. I mean, you've seen him, but you never knew who he was. You've cheered for him, cried for him. Women have wanted to die for him. Did he ever get any credit? Or the girl? No. He was what we call a stuntman. And the reason I'm talking so fondly about him is, well, because it's me, Colt Seavers. Anyway, picture work isn't wall-to-wall employment. So maybe you wonder how a guy keeps his head together. Well, one way is to wait by the phone. And wait. And wait. The other is to
Some of these are cool.
I've never spent much time in school, but I've taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out to pay. Hey, hey.
We came up with a very successful theme song, and the only reason that I sang it because it was a personal song. It was the guy singing about himself, and
Trying to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything less than man. So fine, I've been on fire with silent fields on fast with a girl named Bo. But somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I live. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might fall a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman, that looks such a star.
The liquid caps for fast relief and ultra. Get powerful relief with new Pepto-Bismol liquid caps. When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, try new Pepto liquid caps for fast relief and ultra coating. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset. Get powerful relief with new Pepto-Bismol liquid caps.
And everybody run to the white lady. Everybody run to the white lady. It's like at first it was. See, that's why I watch cartoons and shit, bro. Because I pay attention to everything, bro. Remember on time Bugs Bunny, first motherfucker, Bugs Bunny was chasing him up. First Bugs Bunny was running, then he started chasing the motherfucker. That's how that shit worked, bro.